studios. This is Eyewitness News at 5:30. Coverage you can count on.
Two tenants are complaining about mold in the same building of a Tallahassee apartment complex. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm A.J. Hilton.
And I'm Abby Walton. The tenants showed us the problem areas at the Stratford Landing Apartments on Mission Road. Eyewitness News reporter Andy Alcock joins us live in the studio with the tenants' concerns. Andy.
Good evening, Abby, AJ, and everyone. The two young women tell us those concerns fell on deaf ears. One of them tells us when the problem wasn't getting fixed, she stopped paying rent. Then she was evicted.
LaToya Jackson says she's been battling an upper respiratory infection for weeks. She showed us her medicine. Jackson's also been in an ongoing battle with her landlord. She says it all started several months ago when her air conditioner started leaking. She says multiple attempts to fix it didn't work, and the result is black mold growing in the closet by her air conditioner.
I'm very concerned because I've been sick. My other half has been sick. My godbaby has been sick. Like, we're all getting sick from this, and no one is doing anything about it.
Jackson isn't alone. Ebony Hanner sent us these pictures of what used to be her apartment in the same building where Jackson lives. Hanner says a water leak in her bathroom led to black mold growing there. She said she complained to management and was told it would be fixed. Hanner says her 5-year-old daughter Armani has had migraine headaches, a cough, and congestion she believes is related to the mold.
They never thought about me or my daughter. All they thought about was rent money.
When Hanner decided to stop paying that rent until the mold was removed, she was evicted Tuesday, even though she says her lease states the landlord must offer another unit if mold develops. Meanwhile, Jackson is watching her 7-year-old nephew Van during the day, and she says she's done everything she can do to try to get her mold removed.
It's a very bad health hazard, and I really need something done. Like, I really do.
The property manager referred us to her boss. We've made multiple attempts to contact him and left phone messages since Tuesday. To date, we have not heard from him. Meanwhile, Ebony Hanner tells us she's considering legal action because the landlord failed to follow the terms of the lease. Live in studio, Andy Alcock, WCTV Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Andy, for that report. Well, a body was found today in Osceola County near the search area for a missing 16-year-old Alexander Cherry who hasn't been seen since Monday. The body was found less than 2 miles from where investigators began searching for Cherry on Thursday. Deputies say Cherry's cell phone led them to search that area.
This is an active and ongoing investigation. No one has been charged in this case yet. So we still want to make sure that all of the information that's available to our detectives for their process, their investigative efforts in the coming days are sound.
The main suspect in Cherry's disappearance is her mother's boyfriend, Sanel St. Simon. He was arrested Wednesday on charges of providing false information to police and destroying related evidence.
Not the way you want to start the morning. Two Tallahassee city vehicles crashing into each other. It happened around 9 a.m. near Paul Russell Road and South Adams Street when a City of Tallahassee van rammed into the back of a city garbage truck. As you can see, the front end of the van was pretty banged up and there was no obvious damage to the garbage truck. We're told the driver of the van had no serious injuries.
After a steep drop on Thursday, the markets have settled down today. The latest government monthly jobs report shows that July was slightly below expectations.
But the number of new jobs still topped 200,000 for the 6th month in a row. Jerika Duncan has reaction.
The stock market struggled to pull out of its slump a day after the Dow Jones Industrial Average lost more than 300 points. A strong unemployment report failed to spark a rebound. The Labor Department says employers hired at a steady clip through July. The economy gained 209,000 jobs last month, from manufacturing to financial services to construction. The unemployment rate inched up to 6.2% as more Americans started looking for work. It was the 6th straight month of job gains over 200,000, the best hiring trend in 8 years.
The trend is your friend, and the fact that for the last several months the trend has been positive, that's what the American investors and the international investors need to take away.
But here on Wall Street, that trend was not enough to stir up a rally. Some investors say share prices were inflated and it was time for a reset.
Broker Ben Willis says a domino effect led stocks lower and might have created new buying opportunities.
Don't follow the herd, don't follow the panic. This is the time when you see the market sell off like that, have your shopping list ready.
With this week's losses, the Dow has given up all its gains for the year. Jerika Duncan, CBS News, New York.
The improved labor market appears to be boosting consumer confidence. It was at its highest level in the 7 years last month.
You know something else hitting high levels? Our temperatures.
You know, Mama said there'd be days like this. So too did meteorologist Mike McCall. You predicted this, sir.
You did, Mike.
The mornings were the best part, and I'll take credit for the nice stuff and then kind of forget about the stuff that didn't turn out so well, like the heat and the humidity coming back. Even though we expected it, it was the mornings that were so nice. Apalachicola with another record this morning at 65. Lots of you were in the 60s, but then lots of you back into the low to mid 90s this afternoon. Now, the temperatures may not go up much more, but the rain chances will. We're seeing a couple little showers now showing up on megawatt Doppler over the northeastern parts of the area, and way out here in the Atlantic, moving into the eastern Caribbean, we've got Tropical Storm Bertha. No threat to us, but something that we'll watch. It may approach the Bahamas in a few days. We'll talk more about that, and of course, we'll look ahead to that all-important weekend forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Mike. Well, the tax-free holiday shopping weekend is underway in Georgia and Florida.
Well, with all the heavy traffic expected in stores this weekend, smaller retailers say they're also hoping to reap some of the benefits. Eyewitness News reporter Lenitra Bennett spoke to some mom-and-pop shops in our area. She joins us live in the studio with more. Lenitra?
Abby and AJ, small business managers in Decatur County say because schools started back today, the small town's little back-to-school shopping rush had already started to fizzle. So they say today's start of the tax-free holiday is right on time. The manager of Bella's Boutique in Bainbridge, Georgia, says things haven't been booming too much over the summer.
We were a little slower because we felt like people were going to Tallahassee, Dothan, Albany, surrounding areas to do their back-to-school shopping.
But then came along the tax-free holiday.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. We have definitely seen an increase in traffic.
Small business owners and workers hope an increase in traffic continues as shoppers take advantage of the sales tax exemption period. Clothes, shoes, and accessories are tax-free up to $100 per item. School supplies up to $15 each, and the first $750 of the total price of computers and hardware are tax-free.
But it is a little challenging, you know, small business, small town. It's important to support the local businesses because you're letting your community grow. Instead of helping the bigger businesses that, you know, do have a lot of money, you're putting it back into your community.
Many local stores are also holding additional sales on top of the tax-free.
Come shop this weekend with us.
The tax-free holiday is all day today and tomorrow in Georgia, and in Florida it runs today, tomorrow, and Sunday. There's more information on what falls under the tax-free category. We have that on WCTV.tv. Live in the studio, Lenitra Bennett, WCTV Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks a lot, Lenitra. Well, coming up, what makes Friday so special, other than the fact it's Friday? Plus, drum roll please, the most hackable vehicles in the U.S. are. After the break, see which other ones made the list.
But first, it sounds like the perfect deal getting paid to shop. Next, find out how this career could leave you with a big bill.